Warning, this podcast contains a really nasty virus. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Sleepy Hollow, Season 3, Episode 14, Into the Wild. I'm your host, Dom. With me, my co-host, Clio, down below.
Hello.
And very frozen, static, cat-loving Kim, a.k.a. B.
Hi.
Hi. We had some technical difficulties tonight. Kim's camera's not working, so you get to watch that cat all night long.
Woo.
Yeah. So, what did you guys think of this episode?
I can dig it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. It was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm very into them playing with oh my god, Corbin's Wendigo-ness.
Oh yeah, that was
probably my favorite part of the episode.
Yeah.
Thrown off by that for a second because I had forgotten
Joe
about that whole thing,
this
and then I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, what?"
Yeah, I forgot about it too. And then as soon as he said Wendigo,
that was my favorite part of this.
I'm saying I completely forgot that he was the one in the Wendigo attack.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And then when he brought it up or when he started transforming, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, he's clearly, some kind of creature. I go, what? And it didn't click until he said, I still have some Wendigo in me. And I was like, holy shit! I just had like this giant epiphany flashback in my head. Like, have you ever seen a character on a show when they have an epiphany and like all of a sudden like all these memories come flooding in, like, people who lose their memories on a show and just like everything was flooding in? That's what it was like for me as soon as he said that. It was just everything rushed to my brain.
I didn't have that much of a dramatic moment, but yeah, I did completely forget about the Wendigo thing, and that's why I was really confused when he started changing, and I'm like, oh god, what's the box? First I was like, what is the box doing to him? And then it was like, okay, so you're a monster. Obviously Pandora had no idea about it, so what the hell's going on? And then then it clicked. I'm like, oh yeah, Wendigo.
You guys want to know what's the funniest part about all this?
What?
We talked about it in like.
We did.
We talked about it this season where he was the Wendigo.
We did, because
I remember us bringing it up.
No, I know. I remember us bringing it up too, and then I just instantly blocked it out again. It was just because I was like, I don't even remember who Joe is. It was like the very start of the season. It was like episode 1 or 2 of season 3. And then that's when you reminded me. But then the show went on break, and as soon as the break happened, I forgot about it again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I remember we talked about it too when I remembered the Wendigo. I'm like, oh yeah, we did talk about that. I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so no, it was kind of cool because this whole episode they were chasing like a Sumerian artifact, which turned out to be pretty much the framework for Pandora's box. It was a large chunk of it. Yeah.
She called it its core.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a big deal.
So
it still had like residual weird magic.
Yeah, he bought it for $1 million off of the black market, auction.
How is he so loaded?
That's what I keep trying to figure out. I'm like, I can't remember what this whole money situation.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. It's like, it was something about it. Was it something about his dad? I can't even remember.
I think it was like a settlement between something around his father and insurance money and all kinds of stuff like that. So
okay.
But yeah, it was just
loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even bat an eye. He was just like,
no, he did not at all.
Click, click,
click,
click, click, million. What?
My favorite thing is like Abby was slow. Not Abby. Oh my God, Jenny. I'm on it today.
You are.
Jenny was like slowly raising, and then Joe just takes the phone from her, puts it in. $1 billion.
Where's Dr. Evil when you need him?
Yeah, right.
That's what we need. We need a small clip of Crane watching Austin Powers on Netflix.
That'd be great. I really liked that comment from Abby. It was like,
Yeah.
I should never have gotten him a Netflix account.
Nope. And like that always kind of breaks the fourth wall to me because Sleepy Hollow's on Netflix, right?
Oh,
You
I don't
know,
know.
it's just like, are they
Probably.
watching themselves? Like, you know, Supernatural's mentioned it a couple times this season, and I know Supernatural's on Netflix because I've been watching it. So anytime that they talk about watching Netflix, I'm like, are they just like skipping over the fact that they're on there? Like,
Well, I mean, in the universe of the show, that show is not on Netflix.
right? I get it. I know, but still,
They're,
it brings in disbelief for me.
they're just establishing that they know that Netflix exists because in the natural world it does exist, but
Right?
it's just it's just in the show does not exist.
Yeah. I don't know, but Pandora comes barging in, trying to get the core back, and their rival auctioneer, I forget his name. I
Yeah, I
know
don't remember his
I know
name
we've
either.
met him before, but I didn't catch his name. I know they said it very briefly. But he just like pops a bullet straight to Pandora's face, and it just like ricochets off like nothing happened.
Yeah,
And I was just
All I
like,
do is piss her off.
yeah, she didn't even flinch. I think she blinked,
yeah.
and that was it.
And sorry, she sort of had like I don't remember if she actually rolled her eyes, but that's sort of what I pictured.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh God, peasants, stop. And then she like force choked him.
Right?
She like sighed, like it was like
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like one of those. She was like, "Really, really? Did you shoot me in the face?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. There's going to be an interesting kind of struggle now that they're going to have to deal with suppressing the Wendigo inside Joe and keeping the creature of darkness at bay.
Yeah.
Whether or not that means when Pandora's box inevitably gets put back together, that she's going to be able to control him. You know,
That's
like
good question.
Yeah, because it did seem like they talked about it there at the end between her and the forgotten one that that he was like, I thought you can control them, and she's like, I'm not at my full power.
yeah,
It must. It's gonna be definitely something else is gonna come up. This is obviously not gonna be the last. They wouldn't bring up like the big deal about that if it was meant to something else gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I think what might happen is they're all scared that when she's full power, she'll be able to control him, but Joe will just be like, well, even when he's a Wendigo, will just still be Joe. Because I'm now forgetting what they did to turn him back. But I think the fact that he's never eaten human flesh means he's in control.
yeah, I believe that's how that works.
So,
It was basically she took the box out of his hand
what do you mean?
when Joe turned. It was while he was holding
Yeah.
the box when she removed the box from him and kind of calmed him down.
Yeah, but what I mean was, even when he held the box and started to turn, he didn't attack Jenny, he attacked Pandora.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe he'll still be in control if he ever fully turns again.
It's possible unless Pandora's box, because she said, you know, because the forgotten one or hidden one, whatever, said that I thought you were in control of them, and she goes, not if my box isn't at full power.
Okay.
So
I think it'd be an interesting thing that if he does, turn and then learn that he has control over it, that they can actually, futurely use it. That he just becomes like fully like, I am a monster, but I can use it to our advantage.
Yeah.
she's just got to wave her box around, and he'll do whatever she says.
Wow.
Isn't that usually how it works?
That's exactly how it works.
And then
Wow.
women, slut their box, and then it's the end of it.
I just imagine Pandora walking around like pelvic thrusting all over the place. She's just waving her box around. Here we go again with the box.
We cannot go an episode without
Rachel in chat.
Yeah, Rachel in chat. Oh god, here we go again with the box. The box is still fragmented though, so it's in pieces. It's been shattered all over the world.
If we broke that box, the box is broke.
Everybody's got a little bit of the box.
Spread the
Enough
box
of her
around.
box to go around.
There's plenty of her box to go around. Yes. No, but they're putting it all back together. Super glue in the works. It's still giving off a lot of magical energy. So, we see some cool stuff with that.
My absolute favorite thing was the Hidden One's like, don't worry, we'll get this done. And she's like, thank you. She takes his hand. She thinks he's going to give her power back. And then he doesn't. And I was just cracking up.
Yep.
It was just so funny.
And then he's like, yeah,
nope.
I decided I'm going to destroy the witnesses. So
yeah, and she's like, that's not what I was thinking.
You could see she's getting kind of irritated.
Yeah, she's getting very irritated.
So I think this is going to be
Especially
kind of...
This is taking it out on force choking people.
Yeah, this is going to be another... was his name Henry?
Yeah.
It's going to be another situation with Henry turning on the Horseman. Pandora's going to turn on the Hidden One.
Yeah. We've been saying that for a few weeks now. That's really... I mean, I'm still under the impression that that's what's going to happen. That he's going to continue to be a complete asshole, and eventually it's going to be a whole women scorn thing, and she's going to get back at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She will be his downfall. I really think so.
He's his own downfall. He's acting like a spoiled child.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why don't I get what I want? God, I don't understand.
He's acting like a god. He's acting like I'm omnipotent, and you're my bitch.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So, get over it.
Yeah. Then we have Crane going to see Professor Cranston.
Yeah.
Guy studies arcane materials. And we learn that the symbol kind of has its own power. It's warm to the touch, but it also breaks off into it's like magnetic. Like it's two pieces.
Yeah.
And when
just like the tablet from the beginning of the...
Yeah. When applied to the tablet, it gave Crane some kind of connection to Abby.
Mm-hmm.
And Abby's off doing some FBI training exercises off in the middle of the woods. She's got no phone, no nothing, no way for Crane to reach her. And
Crane finds her.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I wonder what else this thing has the power to do.
Well, now because I knew it wasn't bad, the symbol. And now I'm wondering if the symbol can be just like applied to whoever is the sort of guardian. Like they made the Hidden One the guardian of the, catacombs. He failed in his duty and now it's moved on to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone's else, two other people. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I wonder if it's something like that.
Like I said before, I thought things were more attached, like that she was talking to the other brother. The other brother's not actually dead. That he's just kind of off in, the
limbo.
Kind of thing. So that pushes like my thought process still in that direction, that the other god is still around. He's just he's not in his physical form, so he can't help in that case.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about just waiting for, that to work.
I mean, the hourglass is halfway right now. I don't know if that means anything, but we'll see in a couple episodes. We'll see how much further. Next week, we'll find out how much further it went down.
Yeah.
I still think that the sand plays an important role. Obviously, they needed it for something. So I think when it counts down, it's counting down to something.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what. But anyway, we see Abby at her FBI training exercise with, is it Sophie? Is that her name?
I know her last name, Foster.
Foster. I think it's Sophie Foster.
It's probably Sofer. Sofer?
Sofer. Yeah, whatever. Sophie Foster. I was trying to think of something clever to transfix her last name, but I could not. And supposedly it's supposed to be Ramirez, but he's got I don't know, something. He's in the hospital.
whatever.
Daniel.
Doesn't matter. Plot device.
Yes. Daniel replaces Ramirez. And they go do their training, and they're out in the woods, and they come across this crazy Dutch well with Dutch inscription that says "One who devours." And this creature attacked their instructor, Robbie Malone. And I'm like, what the hell is he going to turn into now? And, that was the first thing I was thinking. He's going to turn into
maggot
something.
Monster.
Yeah. So, can you imagine what would happen if Daniel was exposed to that? Like, Daniel was the one that saw that?
Well, Daniel would know then.
He would. But he doesn't. He still doesn't. And I want to know, what did Sophie say to Daniel when they're carrying Robbie back? And is he just like, I'm going to go check on Abby, and just, like, put him down and ran to Abby? Like, she just came out of nowhere,
Yeah.
Because Abby's like, she sent them off to go handle the thing herself, which Sophie clearly knew that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
So she went back for him. But I'm like, what did she tell Daniel, and why didn't Daniel follow? I mean, Daniel stayed with Robbie, obviously, but, like, what do you say in that situation? I'm worried about Abby. I'm going to go check on her.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that he, that's weird. Because we know from what we've learned from his personality already, if that happened, I would see that he would tell her, no, I'll go check, you stay with him. And not what happened. So I don't know how, exactly. What would she say to get him to not be the one that goes?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but that maggot creature was really, really weird. I don't think they ever gave it an official name. They were just talking.
No, they just called it, like, the Dutch creature or whatever.
Yeah, it was the devourer. It's whatever was the Dutch word for devour.
Yeah. So it was crazy. But we saw Abby making some kind of medicine, right? She's like, I learned this when I was in the catacombs. And what the hell did they do with it? They're like, let me find a way to inject it. And then
they put it on the ends of the spear.
Yeah.
So when they stabbed him with the wooden spear, it got in him.
That seemed like it didn't do anything.
Well,
it was when Crane came rushing in. That's Crane shooting it 100 times is what killed it. That's what it seemed like.
No, she stabbed
I think it stopped its regeneration. Like, if Crane had just shot it, then it would have just regenerated.
Okay.
But since they had stabbed it so many times with that medicine, it did the thing.
It did the thing.
It died. It did the thing and it died.
It did the thing.
What medicine does? The thing.
The thing.
Yeah. You have a headache, you take the medicine, and it does its thing.
The thing.
It does the thing, and
That's how it works.
But it was, I don't know. And then Abby has this whole conversation with Daniel at the end of the episode, how, like, she kind of gives him this story of why she didn't talk to him and why she didn't trust him, and with information and stuff. And she's like, I'm glad I can get the truth out, whatever. But I'm not saying that it wasn't the truth, but she still didn't tell him the real truth.
Yeah.
But she's acting like she did.
Which she can't do.
Right. So it's only a matter of time before Daniel was really close to getting involved this time. The thing's like running around right beside him, and, he doesn't know. So it's only a matter of time before this comes back to bite them. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Honestly,
I'm not sure if he's going to find out, though.
You don't think so?
I mean, Reyes, the chief last season, never found out.
Yeah. I didn't like her.
I liked her a lot.
I didn't like her one bit.
We're acting like she's dead. She's not dead. She's just...
Yeah.
We're in a different body of policing now.
Yep.
I honestly think either... I don't know. This is just like, here's a scenario in my head. That something bad's going to happen to him. And that's how he's going to learn what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, that's... I kind of feel that way, too.
And I feel bad for not saying anything.
Yeah. I mean, the only other really thing that I have to touch on is Joe kind of explaining himself to Jenny of why he wanted to get her the trailer, and I thought it was kind of sweet.
That was very sweet.
And then
and
Jenny...
it still ended with, "Don't touch my stuff."
Yeah, and he's like,
I thought that was funny.
I should have saw that coming.
Amazing.
So, yeah. But I don't know. You have anything else for this episode?
I feel like I do. Maybe I don't.
It was another episode that was very straightforward. I mean, other
There's
than
kind of three side plots. It was, what Crane was doing, what Abby and Sophie were doing, and what Joe was doing. And Crane and Abby kind of came together, but, Joe and Jenny kind of stayed side plot. It never merged with the main plot. I mean, it did with the overall. The overall plot it merged with, but it didn't merge with the main plot of this episode.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because they were very, very separate stories.
Right.
It wasn't, eventually, obviously, they're going to have to, say what happened, and that they picked up this piece, and that, he turned into a Wendigo. But it's, I think the real main thing was to learn that, that the symbol isn't evil, and it has something to do with their whole connection.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yep. Anyway, next episode is called Incommunicado. After a supernatural event takes the witnesses by surprise, both Crane and Abby are forced to work alongside their most hated foes yet.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, Jenny and Joe struggle to salvage their relationship as they continue to battle their own internal demons. Seems like Joe's going to want to push Jenny away, knowing this information now. So.
Yeah, I'm getting that too. I really think that's what's going to end up happening. Because he started to do it a little bit anyway, and she wouldn't let him. So, that's, And can we say that I almost thought there was going to be a moment with Crane and Abby. There was this big dramatic music, and then it was nothing. And I went, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They gotta drag that along as long as possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I predict season 5 it'll be a thing if the show goes that long, which I kind of hope it does, but I kind of hope it doesn't.
It'll be the last season thing.
I like this show. I do. I like the show, but
don't want them to drag it out.
This to me, the show worked better in a smaller format. What was season 1? Season 1 was kind of small, wasn't it? It was 12 episodes.
Oh, I don't remember.
I thought it was 12 or 13. Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah, it was 13. Season 1 was 13. The last 2 seasons now, season 2 and season 3 are 18. I feel like the 13 episode format worked much better for them. Because we would have had our finale and ended an episode ago for Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. And I kind of liked that format for that show, for this show. Right now, this to me feels more like a show that I'd rather binge watch on Netflix than, watch on a week-to-week basis. But, it is what it is. And I'll continue watching it as long as it's on. So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Agreed.
All right. So, Clio, where can the people find you?
They can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest.
Excellent. Huffity Puffity, where can the people find you?
Also on the Twitters at Huffity Puffity, P2FFITY, P2FFITY. If I can get my internet to function appropriately, I may stream later.
Excellent.
On Twitch. So on Twitch it's Beermew, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Beeramew?
Beeramew.
How do you spell that?
Beiramew.
Okay. Go there. Do things. You can find me down below, but also above Captain America at Phenomedom. PHENOMEDOM.
Do.
I'm better than the Vision. You could also find us all and more on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter. MySpace. And right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast.
Real bad, man.
It is. It's merging into other social media things now. At /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows. Till next week. See you guys later.
Bye.